I'm in my Motorbility car. It's taken a while, but I love it. It's automatic, but the reason why I got this car, it's a Toyota CHR. CHR stands for Coupe High Rider. It's a bit juvenile, but yeah, it's really good. Basically, it's an automatic. That's the most important thing for me, because before I had a manual, and that was quite difficult, especially when it's stop-start driving. So normally in Manchester, around about 4 o'clock, so I drive from Cheshire every day, work basically. I drive back from there. By the time you get to like 4 o'clock, something like that, it will be heavy traffic, so it'll be stop start the whole way. And of course, if you're in a manual car, you're constantly pumping the clutch, and that brings fatigue. So not having that is great. I'll be honest, getting PIP to agree to what I needed, it was a nightmare, and I've heard a lot of people have had problems with PIP. PIP either taking away their benefit or whatever it be. I was really skeptical about having benefit, but when you have multiple sclerosis, you know you need help in some way. So getting PIP on board was needed. The main reason I got this car as well is the safety features that are on it. So we're talking collision alert and things like that. So if you're getting too close to a car, or if somebody walks in front of the car, the brakes will slam on themselves. So that's not me doing that, that's the car. So yeah, it's weird, but it does happen. It's only happened a couple of times, but obviously I try to be in control as much as I can. Another thing, it has a parking assist, which is I've not had a go at that yet. I might go to Asda or something and see if it works, but I'm not really that bothered about that. It was mainly the collision alert, and another one is your lane departure alert. So I'm looking at the side view mirrors now. I've noticed when I'm driving home on the motorway or something like that, and another car passes, there's like a small icon in the wing mirror that actually flashes. It flashes orange. It flashes with quite a bright orange as well, so you can't miss it. It's not a fiddly little thing. It really does alert you. And another thing, if the collision alert, you can alter the actual sensitivity of the lane assist and the collision alert. So everything seems to be 1, 2, and 3 like variables. So they're all maxed out in a minute at three a piece. So yeah, it does go crazy sometimes, but I'm happy with that, because it means the driving's safe. One thing I will say as well, the driving in general is a lot smoother. So with it being automatic and stuff, there's less clunky gear changes and stuff like that. I was a little bit worried at first because I had an automatic Toyota Aygo, and that was a hire car. I got that, and my fiancée said she feels sick and she's gonna get whiplash because the brakes were that harsh, really harsh. This one, however, is really smooth. So when I put my foot on the brake a little bit, unlike the iGo, which just slam the brakes on suddenly, this one is a smooth gradient of brakes, and that's miles better. It helps me with I don't get whiplash, I don't feel sick with it. Yeah, it's just really good. So yeah, this car, I've only had it a short while, but I'm loving it at the minute. So yeah, it's all good, and I'm really happy. I love the look of it. I love the way it drives. I love automatic. I love everything about it. So yeah, it's the thing is about PIP as well. This is the most important thing about it. PIP, initially when I first got PIP, I'm on 2 crutches, by the way. So when I'm walking, I need 2 crutches. I can't walk anywhere without these crutches now. So it's is a really is a necessity for me to have some sort of mobility. So when I got the first course back from PIP, I'll put a light on here. I have no idea. There you go. When I first got PIP, they said my disability score was 0.0, and that didn't make sense to me. But apparently they have a completely different system to the hospital. So the hospital's EDSS, and they have their own version of it, which really helps. But they give me a 0.0. So I go to the MS center at this point and say, they asked me, they said, what did I get? Did I get Motorbility? And I said, yeah, I think I did. They're saying, yeah, you can have this much. And I thought, well, that's all I need. And the MS centre said, no, that isn't it. You won't get Motorbility on standard rate. So you need to push for enhanced rate. So in order to do that, they gave me a number, which was a local community centre, which just so happens to be, I forgot what it's called now. It's kind of like law assist, basically. I'll remember it when I go home in a minute. But yeah, it's basically they assist you, and they take your case on. They take your case on board, and they take it all from there. Next thing I know, about a week later, I get another letter through that says, yeah, you've been granted the enhanced rate just by going to the community centre. So yeah, I really recommend anybody that is either worried that they've got an assessment, don't worry, because you have this imagination that it's going to be in a grand law court and all this. It's not. It's a crappy little office in the middle of nowhere, and more than likely this person, the assessor, is not what you think they are. They're basically some student straight from university. They will then assess you, and even though I went with 2 crutches, they still give me a 0.0. So don't be disheartened if you get that kind of score. You need to take it further at that point, because it seems to me that PIP take what they've seen and give you the lowest score they can, so you're on standard rate and not get Motorbility. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because how many people are on Motorbility now? Surely there's a quota for how many people it can have at any one time, and a lot of people genuinely need it. So that's why you need to take it to a community centre or something like that, and they will take it from there. Don't be disheartened if you get a bad score. It's not the end of the world. You just need to take it further. You keep pushing them, and they will give you the enhanced rate to get Motorbility. I wish you all the best of luck, and just don't take no for an answer. You deserve what your mobility, living allowance, whatever you need. You deserve that. So yeah, don't be disheartened. Keep going. Okay.